Hello everybody, this is Nia Pierce, editor-in-chief at SheAttack.com, and I'm coming to you guys with another video, and this video is going to be about Fast Racing Neo on Nintendo Wii U. Now, to those of you guys out there that follow the SheAttack TV channel on YouTube, and you follow my videos in particular, if you notice my voice sounds weird, it's because I recently got braces and I've got a mouthful of metal in my mouth. So it's kind of taking some time to get used to, so you guys are gonna get used to hearing a different tone of voice from me and a different speech pattern, if you will. And bear with me, I'm gonna try my very best to get over this little hurdle so that I can continue making content for this channel. Now, I know you guys are reading the title, and I understand that Xenoblade Chronicles X recently released, and the Wii U is looking fairly sexy already right now. I am personally enjoying the heck out of Xenoblade Chronicles X for Wii U, and I'm literally obsessed with Xenoblade. But this video in particular is about Fast Racing Neo, so let's go ahead and talk about that for a little bit. To those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the work of Shin'en Games, they are the best and brightest indies that have risen to fame from making beautiful and well flashed out games on Nintendo hardware. They were first noticed for Jet Rocket and the original Fast Racing League on WiiWare on the original Wii's digital shop. And these games were very fun, but to those of you guys who remember those games, they were the most remembered because of how beautiful they were and how immaculately they utilized the Wii's hardware. And considering the ridiculous space constraints given to publishers who were making content for the Wii digital shop WiiWare, there was a measly 40 megabyte limit for video games on WiiWare. And Shin'en, as always, rose to the occasion and led the charge with games, and they were streamlined, very polished, and downright gorgeous. And Fast Racing Neo on Wii U is no different. One of the main things that attracted gamers to Fast Racing Neo is it being released at a time when veteran gamers have been crooning for a new F-Zero, Nintendo's own futuristic high-action racer. And given some hands-on time with Fast Racing Neo, here are some highlights that have personally stood out to me. The menus and game presentation for Fast Racing Neo are bar none, and it's honestly one of the first things that I noticed about the UI for Fast Racing Neo. And the UI is pretty much everything that I personally like about a game interface. It has vibrant colors, geometric and clean shapes, it has crisp font, and an appealing item and letter placement. And that's kind of a big deal for me. Like, I have a really big deal with things that are not placed correctly or off kilter. And upon booting up the title, I stared at the interface and marveled in it before I actually started the game. It was just something about the interface that was like, wow, it's just so freaking pretty. The tracks themselves are very creative. Eye candy everywhere in this game. No two tracks look and feel the same, at least to me. They all kind of have their very own vibes and are incredibly challenging. I felt accomplished when I was put in the top 3 and being allowed to move on to the next cup. The music is also very fitting with this futuristic atmosphere. The tracks, along with the score, truly pull you into the moment. The variety in car types in Fast Racing Neo is also pretty well done. They give you a group of vehicles to choose from, differing in design, weight, acceleration speed, and top speed capability. The cars seem to distinguish themselves enough from one another, and you definitely feel the difference between each one on certain tracks. For example, on tracks with sharper curves, I noticed that the lighter weight vehicles were much more easier to maneuver during said situations. Alas, car handling all comes down to the preference of the player. Not to mention, just like most other areas of the game, the vehicles are beautifully designed. As far as the game mode variety is concerned, this game has many different modes. First is Championship mode, which essentially you compete for first place against AI in a series of 4 cups with 4 tracks each. The speeds are subsonic, supersonic, and hypersonic. Secondly would be Time Attack. You compete against your own best times and craft your skills even further. The third option is Hero mode, which is essentially championship mode on steroids. It's a lot more intense, it's a lot faster. Fourth is the multiplayer. Local multiplayer with friends or family or AI without the confines of a championship mode. You can play on any track at any time without sequence. Fifth would be the online multiplayer. Compete for top speedster online with friends and randoms alike. Just like Fast Racing League on WiiWare, Fast Racing Neo's gameplay revolves around speed and the way that you use your boosters. In Fast Racing Neo, there are blue boosters and orange boosters on each track that allow you to go even faster and possibly get a leg up on your opponents. Upon reaching the boosters, the player would need to change to blue or orange frequencies to properly utilize them. If your frequency is on the wrong color, it will slow you down. In order to fill your booster meter, you'll need to collect the orbs located on the tracks. Aside from the way that this game controls, it runs at a flawless 60 frames per second with no noticeable drops, if any at all. Online multiplayer with friends is not really the best, but it does really well for what Shin'en is capable of doing with such a small development team. The online with friends allows you to join in a lobby with your pals on your friend list. The caveat is that all friends have to guess and join in at the same time to be in the rooms together. There are no dedicated lobbies that allow you to wait or invite your pals in game. That being said, and considering that Shin'en is a smaller development studio, like I said before, the online itself is nearly flawless. Sometimes there are hiccups, like there will be sometimes where the game will crash or there will be lagging, but personally I didn't run into many of these issues, if any at all, that would wholly ruin my experience, though I do admit that I am a very patient individual. Fast Racing Neo was met with positive reception when announced and is now receiving praise for a successful launch window. It's everything that we expected from Shin'en games in a game of this caliber, and I hope that this gameplay drives home my point that Fast Racing Neo is legit. Fast Racing Neo is available right now on the Nintendo eShop for $14.99. Tell me how you feel about Fast Racing Neo. Have you had a chance to play it? Are you on the fence? Tell me your thoughts below. Thanks for watching.